to your soul. Give me your
Collecting diapers and school saving hack. Before we go to our topic, we must know the reason first why we should save. It could be as cute as having our own phone, or it could be as serious as building our own house. Whatever our goal is, this will serve as our inspiration. It's very easy to start a thing, but it's hard to be consistent. That's why building a habit is very important, saving. If you're able to build a habit of saving, let's say for example, you have consistently save just a small amount of money, you can start with a piggy bank. So through time, you will realize that you will save like unconsciously, you'll get addicted to it. After you build the habit of saving for a very small amount, you can now take saving seriously already. So you may now create a budget plan. So if you don't know how to create a budget plan, you may consider advice from financial expert about the 50-20-30 budget plan. 50-20-30 budget plan simply means that 50% of your budget or your money goes to essentials, and 20% goes to savings, and 30% goes to entertainment. So if you are a student, essentials is like something for books, projects, and anything like that. And if you're working, essential means is for basic like rent, house, and utilities. Since you already have a budget plan taken from expert, the 50-20-30, or if you have a budget plan of your own, the next question is, once you have your paycheck or once you have money, what things you should consider first? Paying yourself first, meaning to say that once you have your paycheck, you should set aside money to your saving first. So if you follow the 50-20-30 rule, you should get 20% of your money to your savings and then spend the rest. In order for you not to spend your savings, you should be cautious in a lot of things. So now I'll give you some examples on how to spend your money wisely. So after you set aside money for savings, you should think of paying your debts and spending your essential first. Before you do grocery shopping, make sure that you have a list of things you need to buy and make sure to follow the list. Because this will not only save you money but also will save your time. When you are hungry, you tend to do impulse buying. So when you see a thing here and a thing here that looks yummy, they will gonna wind up in your cart. During this pandemic, it's very tempting to order food online, but considering the cost plus delivery fees, it's logical to simply prepare your own. Not only it will save you a lot, but it can also, or you can also experiment to cook something new, plus you can make it as healthy as possible. Always wondering where your money goes? Well, you could avoid this by tracking each and every single penny you spent in a day, in a week, or in a month. So this will give you an idea on or about your spending pattern so that you will know how much you spend and also when to stop spending. Why you should avoid spending on less bottled water or expensive drinks? Well, just imagine you spend 10 pesos of bottled water in a day. Thus, in a month, it's around 300 pesos. And in a year, it's around 3,600 pesos. And let's say you spend 100 pesos Starbucks coffee every month. So in a year, it's around 1,200 pesos already. See, this is already a very huge amount of money, considering this is only a small part of your expenses, right? Before you swipe your credit card or take cash from your wallet, think first. You should not dwell on how much is the cost of the expensive phone you're eyeing for example, but think of how many hours you spend at work before you earn that particular cost. If you think it's worth your hard work, then go for it. You can also allot like 30 days before you buy something to have an ample time to weigh the pros and cons of buying such a thing. To to avoid compromising your savings in times of the unexpected like this pandemic, it's highly recommended by experts to save like 6 months of your paycheck as an emergency fund. So this will give you peace of mind if in case you lose your job or there's medical emergency. There are many ways to keep the fire burning, but first you must remember the very first reason why you started it. And then you can stay in touch with your goal by listening to audiobooks, watching YouTube videos, reading books, or even chatting with friends who also wants to save, or even they're also the ones who's already investing.